Please, how hard is it to answer a question?
I don't trifle with souls, ma'am.
They're tearing my home apart. Never mind. I can't believe how rude everyone is around here.
Something I can help with?
How hard could it be to find a watcher?
I sense an abiding restlessness in you. A watcher might just be the trick.
How did you... Actually, maybe I should talk to you instead.
I'm not a watcher, merely a soul receptive to the beyond. Why do you think I can help?
I'm clearly under some kind of curse. A band of Zorips invaded my house. What am I gonna do?
Hit them with a big stick.
Then take my house key. It's northwest of here. That cabin on the cliff all by itself. Gods know I can't go back. And there's nothing to steal either. The Zorips saw to that. Come back when you've dealt with them. And make sure you get their leader, too. I'm sorry, but I don't think they'll go quietly. You'll have to kill them.
I'll see what I can do.
Never thought I'd miss that dingy little place.
A fence? He didn't look like a merchant, so I don't think he's an actual fence we can use. Alright. Let's go to the quest. 3 skulls on the treasure map. Alright, maybe we hold off on that one for a little bit. But I can definitely kill some people in a cabin.
I was here first.
You're not working or selling something, you're loitering.
Is that a giant eggplant?
Leaves, letters won't turn up. Que larde. I'd heard the Godlike had come to Paradise.
Oh, hey, Sansa. Comes on a little strong, that's all. He doesn't bite.
But to meet you, what an honor. Who is your patron? Were you drawn to this place?
My mother was a tree. There's a lot I don't know about myself.
A Godlike of unknown provenance. Even more interesting. Who knows? Perhaps you'll find the answers you're looking for here. Listen, you haven't been to the wilds east of the city, have you?
I guess. Everything there wants to kill me.
I assume that's a no? Then have you seen a cartographer in the area? Human, about my height.
Haven't done that either.
He must have gone farther than I thought. His name is Girmund. He's my assistant, and I'm worried about him. I sent him to map the eastern wilds. I knew it would be perilous, but it's been a long time since he's written, even for him.
That doesn't bode well for him.
I'm not assuming the worst yet. I'm sure he's just indisposed.
You know how many so-called adventurers I've saved out there?
It's an intrepid occupation.
3, this month.
As I said, if you find him and bring me his map, I'll be glad to pay you for it. I may even have more work for you.
Paying work, count me in.
Thank the gods. At least coin will get me somewhere. When he last wrote, he was mapping the eastern ruins. Take the letter. It might help. If you find him, bring his work to my shop in Paradise Town. You're welcome anytime. I have quite the assortment of curios. Maybe you'll even buy one of my maps.
Let's see. Wanted, Sansa, yada yada. Cool.
Well, that's our marching orders then.
Also a 3 skull mission. I don't know if skulls are a suggestion or anything. Maybe I should just dive into one of them. Because I was just thinking a map would be useful. Apparently I don't even know what the city looks like. Alright, my movement speed's almost done. Set up party camp? Yes? Pretty.
You know, for most people, getting sent to the Living Lands is a punishment. But, according to Cynric, you're the personal envoy of the Emperor of Adir himself. Quite a position.
I have a unique connection to the beyond. I advise the Emperor on matters of souls and divinity. I mean, yeah, that's true.
No need to be humble. We're traveling together, we might as well get acquainted. So what's your story? Who are you that the Emperor sent you all the way out here?
Alright, since you asked, I have a unique connection to the beyond.
I should ask you for some good campfire stories later.
I got plenty.
Good to know. Though, people around here have reason enough to be twitchy as it is. Talk of the plague inland has folks stirred up. More than usual. Is that why the Emperor sent his personal mystic to the Living Lands?
Yeah, I'm investigating the Dream Scourge.
Oh, that almost does sound like a punishment. I don't know how you investigate a so-called plague of the soul, so better you than me. Being a godlike, I don't suppose your patron deity gives you any unique insights into matters of the soul, do they?
Didn't I say that I just had that? Why is so everyone obsessed with my being a godlike?
Sorry. It's a rare sight, and these are strange times.
Shrug.
I haven't met anyone who's really seen the Dream Scourge yet, but that hasn't stopped people from worrying about the rumors. Refugees are flooding in from outlying regions. The guards are restricting access to the city. And people are making offerings to the gods for everything from hangovers to indigestion, just in case.
I've seen how bad it can get. People are right to fear.
And here I was hoping for good news. Unfortunately, the presence of so many Adiran troops and the rumored exploits of the Steel Garrote paladins supporting them is only making a tense situation worse. I think that's why the Clavenger accompanied your ambassador.
Why are you looking for him anyway?
I was in rough shape when I came to Paradise a few years back. Clavenger Amond helped me get settled here. If he's gotten into trouble, the least I can do is help him out of it. Especially if he's following up on rumors of the Dream Scourge. But what about you? What's your stake in things? Besides your orders, of course.
I serve at the Emperor's pleasure. He sent me here. That's it.
Ah. I used to march to a similar drumbeat back when I served in the Rauatayan Navy. But that's a story for another time. I'll let you get some rest, but thanks for talking. It's good to be part of a squad again. Even if it's just for a while.
Our two-person squad? So why do they call it the Dream Scourge?
They say people afflicted with it have strange, vivid dreams and start confusing them with reality. What starts as a light daze becomes severe disorientation and eventually a bent towards chaotic violence. And then, fungal growths take over your body. So Dream Scourge.
Fungal growths like mine?
No, Dream Scourge is different. It spreads all over. Still, if you see any new mushrooms sprouting up anywhere unexpected, let me know. Until then, look on the bright side. The Living Lands is filled with people and things that are likelier to kill you first.
What can you tell me about Paradise?
It's the gateway to the Living Lands, a scenic port city that's as beautiful and dangerous as the wilds around it. Most visitors enjoy some mariner's porridge at the Ballarrock, a back alley shakedown, and then the sudden return of that porridge out of one end or the other. Then, if they've got any sins, they turn around and take their chances back where they came from, with authentic tales of their adventures in the living lands.
The Living Lands has a reputation for adventure. What do you expect?
It also has a reputation for making corpses out of people. These days, we have a few more would-be adventurers trying to leave their mark on the place. The Living Lands means a hard-won second chance for the people who settle here. But first, you've got to survive it. And the island gives no quarter.
Sounds like a proving ground. A place to see what you're made of.
The folks who say that either last the longest or the shortest. For a lot of people, the Living Lands is a last resort. They come fleeing war, debt, famine, the law. Take your pick. For others, it's freedom. To seek glory, to redefine yourself, to live in a way you can't, maybe even on pain of death wherever you come from.
Sounds like a place for a treeple like me to lay down his roots. Sounds like a haven.
It was, for some. Not always the types you'd want as your neighbors. Used to be. If you could last out here, you could count on being left alone.
But Ader's changing things. Is that it?
That's what some fear. Ilgard's new embassy and his alliance with the Steel Garrote smell like the authority and order that a lot of people came here to leave behind. But I don't mean to put that on you. I imagine you're tired of having to answer for every Adiran who sneezes into somebody's stew.
Got some questions about you.
Ask away.
Let's talk about Dawnshore.
Sure. What's on your mind?
That's all. Good night.
We should be safe enough, but...
Why did it give
I'll
me
take
that
watch,
option when it was
just in
like,
case.
I've got other questions, and goodbye? Totem Shrine.
I haven't seen this much excitement in a while.
You can display collected
Perhaps I've got you
totems.
to thank for bringing it with you, Envoy.
Party stash. I could put my lemons in there. Alright. This was a fun camp. How do I leave it? Yes. Neat. This pool is very shallow. Less exciting than I thought. Here's something I want to try. Let me grab my controller. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to do a lot of ranged combat aside from spells. Let's play with the controller for a bit. It makes dodging a little easier. Where's my sprint button? Switching weapons is super easy. Crouch. There's my sprint. There's items. Alright. I like the axe. I'm thinking I'm going like one-handed axe or mace to accompany the book.
Yeah.
Like that just sounds the most fun to me right now. Oh wait, there's more up there. But is it cool? Upgrade materials. You have just acquired an upgrade material. Improve weapons and armors of the matching material type and quality. Upgrade materials can also be combined to create upgrade materials of higher quality. The workbench in the party camp enables you to upgrade using item upgrade materials. I'm told that that is super important in this game. I haven't really played the game. I mean, like, we're only an hour and a half in. But, like, I'm told this game can be pretty hard until you learn to upgrade your things.
Venture past the palisades at your own risk. There's no guarantee of safety out in the wilds.
Cool. Alright, I'm gonna hit something with a hammer.
From these cliffs. Real long way down, too.
This looks like where the treasure map was kind of pointed. Well, if it isn't the very thing he warned me about seconds ago. Alright, fish guy, what do we do now? So I'm not gonna lie, I didn't assume like the waist right out.
Zarbs. They may be small, but they'll overwhelm you if you're not careful.
One for you! Watch the left.
Where'd he hit me from? I mean the left, sure. Wait, do I have to tell you to do things?
Make way. That all you have? Good fighting.
Honestly, I think I might have preferred keyboard and mouse. Consumables, do... I could eat raw fish. Sure. We'll drink a health potion on top of that. I don't know if I like the hammer. The pelt has like a book icon next to it, which makes me think it's an upgrade material for grimoires. Maybe I could have cooked the fish here. Kinda doubt it. Can I get to the cabin from here? Looks like I can.
Show me what you right flank. My turn.
Unseen, unheard.
Alright, switch weapons.
I'm sick!
Alright. Controller, much better for magic types. Man, I gotta find some, like, real food, like some thornberries or something. What about you? Can I eat you? Alright, to the cabin. Parkour.
This is the Hangin's place, or was. It's the Zarup's now.
That's nice. What was the crouch button? There we go. Alright. I don't like the two-handed weapon. And so what I think I'm gonna do is equip the axe and shield here. Because I want to be able to reliably block damage. It happened again. When I was heating up my soup tonight, I heard some scratching. And sure enough, when the Zarup was outside, I dragged my chair in front of the door. It didn't try to break through. It just poked around the weed patch and stared at me through the window. What does it want? Do Zarups always bother people like this? Worse yet, why do I sometimes feel tempted to let it in? Keep having this dream about it. I'm always sitting at my table and the Zarup is there. We're looking at a loaf of bread on a plate. When I reach for the bread, I wake up. What if it's the same Zarup? When it's just curious. What if it's hungry? I mean, what could it hurt? What am I thinking? This place scrambles my head.
Anything juicy?
She's got the dream scourge.
Maybe it has something to do with that wall painting in the other room. Let's check it out.
I didn't actually say that. I said she's having dreams about the Zarup. Ooh, finally. Some actual food.
Is that all you got? I'm sick!
Hi, Dad.
Hey, we leveled up. Spirit residue. Branches, pelts. Some more mushrooms to eat.
I'm no art critic, but I've never seen a mural like that. Looks like an elf and Zarup holding hands. What do you see?
See a scaly? They share a bond. This was drawn from deep in the unconscious mind.
Why don't we ask Hangin about it? It's her house. She ought to know something.
Not before we smash a wall. Walls are weak and be destroyed with explosive damage. Some spells, like, oh, and charge. Boom.
I just loved that.
Yeah, I loved that too. That was great. I straight up have the key. Welp. Sorry, Dengen. I have broken your walls. For no reason, really.
And how
I didn't steal her key. I'm pretty sure she gave it to me. There are believed to be a number of phenomena that a soul can undergo during a cycle of reincarnation, whether a minuscule fraction of the soul's essence is ground away by the forces of entropy or the majority of it is lost beyond to the beyond. No soul survives the journey around the wheel without at least some sort of fragmentation. In some exceptional cases, a soul can fracture cleanly into two even halves, each of which then inhabits a different creature upon the soul's return to Aora. Though rare, this occurrence has been well documented by the scholars throughout the ages, especially since its founding of the Brackenberg Sanitarium in 2729 AI. After incident, I get it. In this treatise, I will compile what information I can on the soul twin phenomenon, as well as dispel some of the many myths and misconceptions regarding what it truly means to be a soul twin. Alright, so she's a soul twin with the lizards. Right, Pot? Alright, let's go talk to Dengen.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, also we should level up. Just dump it all into might. Out of the wizard abilities, well, let's check out what godlike abilities we have. I would like some passive regen. Okay, these unlock with the story. Got it. Okay. I like lightning. I'm just gonna level that up. It's probably gonna be my go-to spell until we get some cool purple ones. You know what? Get in my pocket. Hustle, hustle, hustle. What do we have here? Wine. Don't mind if I do. You alright, game?